Hi everybody, today in Iowa, let's take a look at the Frontier box blade. Well, hi everybody. Today we're going to take out the BB2048L box blade from Frontier. When I saw this, I didn't know what it did, but I thought I have to have one. Let's go through the specs real quick. The working width is 48 inches. My dealer pointed out that that's going to hide my tire tracks. The length is 26 inches. It has two cutting edges, one right here for working backwards, and then you have one on the inside, let's see that, for going forward. That's what we're going to primarily do today. I used this quite a bit last year, and it has some dings in it, but I wiped it all down with my oil and the rest isn't too bad, but I should do a little touch-up work with it. This is designed, this size is designed to be mounted in tractors with a maximum engine rating of 25 horsepower, so it's a nice fit for the 1025. Simple hookup, 3-point hookup. I didn't buy the quick hitch or iMatch system. It's just very easy for me to hook this up. And we'll take it out in the blacktop, and I'm going to adjust this so that it's fairly level. We won't need to be very aggressive today, as we're going to just try to level out some dirt on a path that I built down to the pond. A couple of things I'd like to point out on this is that when I adjust that top link, if I make the link shorter, then that'll deepen the Scarifier tooth penetration. So if I want to get aggressive, I'll tip it forward. But today we're going to keep it fairly level so that I can scrape and level some dirt that we're going to go down and see. You're going to want to be sure and tighten up your sway chains here. That'll allow you to do some backfilling, back grading. So they're tight, everything's tight. Let's adjust this up on the blacktop, and we're going to be ready to go. So I'm not going to use the Scarifiers today, but I'll show you how they adjust. They just simply adjust like that. They adjust just up and down depending how aggressive you want. When I scarified my driveway recently, I wanted to pull up a rock, so I started with a conservative setting, and that's all I needed. So they just adjust. They can be removed if you want to remove them, but I leave them on the tractor at all times. So this camera doesn't have a zoom on it, but you can see its relationship to the blacktop right here. It's pretty level. So when we go down and do our dirt work, I'm expecting to get a pretty level grade on it. You can see the rear cutting blade is pretty level, and the interior blade is also very level. So that's what we want to do today. We're just going to take some high spots out of the trail that I built down to the pond, and take some of the whoop-de-doos out of it, and then seed that and go forward. This is the road that I dug down to my pond, just a wide path for my mule and ATV and tractor to get down. You can see where the grade was originally. If you follow the hillside there, like this, that was a very steep transition with the tractor, and the slope was too much and the pucker factor was way too high. So I used the backhoe to just cut the hillside out, move the dirt from the hillside, the steep side, to the low side. And as I've been driving over it, it's getting packed in. But today, I'd like to try to take some of the highs and lows out and even it out. Here's a good example of just how uneven it is. So let's see what we can do in this area right here. See if we can level it out. I'm hoping it takes the high parts off and fills in the low spots. Before I left, I forgot to point out that I did tighten the top rod. It's all locked in, so everything's fully adjusted. Chains are all locked. Blades are where I want them, so we're good to go. This is really working pretty nice. A lot of the whoop-de-doos have come out of it. I'm going to try to put the camera on the tractor so you can see how the scarifiers are working. Now remember, that's just the middle point. I didn't want to get too aggressive and dig more out of there than I had to. I didn't hit very many roots in here, so I was going to try to keep it that way. Still got a little bit of slope in the driveway, so what I've done is drop one scarifier, the one on this side, one notch deeper. The other ones are at their middle setting, but this one is at a very aggressive setting. Let's see what happens. That really took a cut out of her. Holy smokes, that was nice. Now I'm going to put the settings back to even all the way across in the scarifiers. A couple of more passes on this and I think it's going to look really nice. Well, I just got done taking the rock rake over the seed and fertilizer that I just put down. We used the box blade to take a lot of the high spots and low spots out of it, and boy, this has really turned out nice. A couple days of light rain in the forecast. This should be an awesome road to get back to the pond. So let's check back in a couple of weeks and see how this goes. What a difference from the end of March until the end of April. We had a lot of nice rains. The ground didn't wash away. I didn't use any kind of ground cover. The seeds sprouted. The rock rake really embedded them quite nicely. And I used a real deep shade mix here. So that's all I've got today. We'll see you next time on Today in Iowa.